Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Family Sedan channel. I'm sure most of you are aware at this point that the second largest cryptocurrency exchange on the entire damn planet, FTX, was an outright fraud. It was a Ponzi scheme. Withdrawals were halted some days ago. Just yesterday, the exchange officially filed for bankruptcy. Then late last night, news broke that the FTX exchange was hacked, and whatever remained on the exchange, much of it was stolen. And then we got word that XRP, actually, all of the XRP on the exchange moved. Was that part of the hack? Well, got some information. I don't think it's part of the hack, I'll tell you that at the outset. But there really was a hack, and they think that they know who may have done it. I'm not completely sure. But there's just been a lot of craziness going down, so I'm going to break down for you what's going on in that world, including specifically what's happened with XRP. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. And so here we have a tweet from Thomas Silkjar, whose name I'm still not confident I'm saying correct or incorrect. I have no idea here. But anyway, he's the head of analytics and compliance at XRP Ledger Foundation, and I know that he has written for Forbes in the past. I'm not sure if he's still a contributor, but he has written articles for them as well, and member of the XRP community as well. And he tweeted out the following early this morning. He said, FTX XRP Holdings was moved to a BitGo custody account an hour ago, but failed as destination tag is required. Also, the full balance was attempted moved, which would fail due to account reserve requirements. And so then there's XRP community member Harry at Geraldo XRP who responded and wrote, 14 million total balance, oh the lulz. And then he tagged WITHDRAWAL, who is of course the founder of XRPL Labs and the Sum Wallet. And indeed, 14 million, you see a balance, mind you, let's keep this in perspective here. FTX, the world's second largest exchange on the damn planet before it imploded, and only 14 million XRP were on that platform at the time that it went belly up. And so that prompted WITHDRAWAL to respond and wrote, impossible. There must be more, or they siphoned off customers' XRP and gambled with it. Yeah, so even though it's true that there was 14 million XRP at the time that it ended up getting moved off exchange, which did ultimately happen, by the way, I'll show you in a second here, it doesn't mean that in and of itself wouldn't necessarily mean that other customer XRP wasn't just outright stolen and given to other parties. That wouldn't be evidence of that. So the fact that there's only 14 million, yeah, I mean, I think most of us would have the same response as, that's it? What do you mean? Where's the rest, right? But check this out. Here we go. So then there was this tweet from Bill Morgan, who member of the XRP community, also an attorney, so I highlight a lot of his stuff. I have been, especially recently, he's been providing a lot of good insight in all the legal happenings. And he wrote, thanks, Thomas. Do you know if this 14 million plus XRP is FTX's total XRP holdings? And Thomas responded with the following. It appears so. No known cold wallets and most large outflows from the account has been to other centralized exchanges. I'll make an outflow plot over time of payments greater than 100,000. Hang tight. And then he shared this chart and wrote, daily cumulative deposits versus withdrawals over time from FTX. So they definitely limited exposure of funds in the hot wallet, but there is no evident on-chain cold wallet. However, large movements of funds over time to several other centralized exchanges. So he's saying, from what he's seen at least to this point, it seems like that really is it. And that XRP wasn't sent out, at least that we know at this point, wasn't sent out to other parties who, have no business holding it effectively. So, but that's crazy if that's it. I mean, come on. XRP has been in the top 10 cryptos by market cap for its entire existence. And there was 14 million? Okay. I mean, sure, fine. Some of it would have been withdrawn from customers, but still. Because there was news leading up to this event anyway, before withdrawals were stopped. But here you can see this is the failed transaction, and they tried to transfer 14,167,847 XRP, and it failed because they didn't specify a destination tag. And also, again, there's an XRP reserve. But funny enough, they don't seem to know what the reserve is. It used to be 20 XRP, but a little over a year ago, it was reduced to 10 XRP as validators on the XRP ledger voted to reduce that reserve amount because XRP was worth more at the time. And I'm not aware of it having increased anyway. Since if I actually miss some news like that, that's amazing because I follow this every day. But I'm not perfect. I miss stuff. Somebody let me know. But they left 20 XRP in the wallet. So they probably did a quick Google and they found a bunch of articles because for most of the history of XRP, there's a 20 XRP reserve. And so they left 20 XRP rather than just leaving 10 XRP. But hey, whatever it is, what it is. And this is the account that it was sent to. And you can see that it was literally activated today. If you look right here where my mouse is circling right at the bottom, the account was activated today with the full amount being, here you go. Well, here's the transaction. So it's the same. Yeah. 14,167,827. And then this is BitGo, and they're on the up and up. Like I've seen nothing bad, negative about them. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's the firm that Spin the Bits is partnered with, if I'm not mistaken anyway. And so you can see they do institutional staking, custody, and trading. So it seems to me that after they got hacked last night, it seems that they had a process for anything that hadn't been stolen to that point. They had an expedited process to get that out of the hands of themselves, FTX, and sent to third-party institutional grade custody providers. That's what it looks like to me. So here you can look at this article from Cointelegraph titled, FTX reportedly hacked as officials flag abnormal wallet activity. Collapsed cryptocurrency exchange FTX reportedly faced a series of unauthorized transactions over the weekend, prompting several warnings from users and analysts against interacting with its mobile app or website. Wallets associated with FTX saw roughly $266.3 million worth of outflows on November 11th, according to analytics firm Nansen. FTX, now let's pause a note there. They said the 11th, that's yesterday, as of the time I'm recording this. Mind you, withdrawals were already halted and they had already filed for bankruptcy. So the fact that that was moving is noteworthy in and of itself right there. But anyway, piece continues. FTX US, a separate entity operating in the United States, was reportedly drained of $73.4 million. So pause to think about this. These are separate cryptocurrency exchanges, and the people in charge of both of these exchanges should not have overlapping credentials from one platform to the other. They're intentionally kept separate, completely different management. How is it that they were both drained by hackers at the same time? So presumably this was indeed an inside job. That's what it looks like from people that have done to the most full analysis they could to this point anyway. But the fact that FTX, an exchange outside the US, and then FTX US, a different exchange inside the US, both got hit at basically the same time, that's peculiar. So one would think probably the same people, but overlapping credentials, if this is an inside job, which is what it looks like to this point anyway, that's crazy. Piece continues. The magnitude of the alleged attack appears to have intensified overnight, with net outflows from FTX and FTX US totaling $659 million, according to Nansen data journalist Martin Lee. That represents roughly 1/3 of the wallet's net outflows over the past 7 days. And here you can see the quote. We've seen over $2 billion in net outflows from FTX International and FTX US over the past 7 days. $2 billion, folks. Of which $659 million, that's 33%, happening within the last 24 hours. And that, again, that's after withdrawals were shut off. And then it stayed here. Somehow no congestion or long wait times when the wallet was getting mass drained. Piece continues. FTX U.S. General Counsel Ryan Miller confirmed on November 12th that the transactions were unauthorized and that FTX U.S. had moved all remaining crypto into cold storage as a precaution. And here's a tweet from FTX U.S. employee, FTX employee. Which one did they say it was with? Okay, it is U.S. Yeah, FTX U.S. employee Ryan Miller, which reads as follows. Following the Chapter 11 bankruptcy filings, FTX U.S. and FTX.com initiated precautionary steps to move all digital assets to cold storage. Process was expedited this evening to mitigate damage upon observing unauthorized transactions. So there you go. This is the craziest damn story. So not only is this a gigantic multi-billion-dollar fraud that resulted in the halting of withdrawals, devastating all sorts of people that had crypto on the exchange, and then they file for bankruptcy, then they get hacked, and then they expedite the process of all of this. Where's Sam Bankman-Fried? When did that guy go into prison? It's happening, though. That seems like a virtual certainty. I don't know how that could not happen. What a terrible scumbag. And you can also take a look at this. This is a headline from CoinGape. FTX employees rumored to be behind the $600 million potential hack. FTX and FTX US wallets have been impacted in a potential hack, recording over 600 million in tokens transferred by the exploiter. FTX US General Counsel Ryan Miller earlier tweeted the wallet movements as abnormal, and the facts and reasons were unclear to him or the FTX team. In the following tweet, Ryan Miller claimed the FTX team hurried precautionary measures to move all digital assets to cold storage after recording some unauthorized transactions, and some believe former FTX developer Samuel Hyde is behind the hack. And that would be this gentleman on your screen right here. So I can't confirm whether it's accurate or not, but tons of people are saying this is the guy that did it. Piece continues. On-chain experts observed millions in outflow from FTX and FTX US wallets, suspected to be the start of the bankruptcy process. However, FTX employees confirmed to Zach XBT that they don't recognize these withdrawals. And moreover, the FTX community chat admin dropped a message in the Telegram group saying that FTX has been hacked and FTX apps are malware. Yeah, so be careful if anybody's got an FTX app out there. Apparently it's been compromised. Maybe don't click it. The admin also urged users to delete the app and warned of possible Trojans on the FTX website. Yeah, so also don't go to the FTX website. Let's just stay back from that. That's an off-limits, radioactive place on the internet, not to be stared upon ever again. So that's crazy. And then there was also this. Look at this from Bitcoin Archive on Twitter. Breaking: FTX had a backdoor built into its accounting software by Sam Bankman-Fried, which he used to move billions without triggering alerts to other staff, auditors, etc. Folks, the whole time, allegedly, he had a backdoor so that he could just do whatever he want without anybody seeing it. And Reuters did report that. I just wanted to. I like to do my own fact checking here. And here's the article from Reuters confirming that, yeah, that's what they're saying. Executives set up bookkeeping backdoor that thwarted red flags. That's what the sources told Reuters. This whole thing is just like a gigantic scam. And then FTX also, by the way, and I mentioned this recently, they had a $135 million deal with naming rights on an arena. Look at this headline from CoinDesk. It was a 19-year deal, $135 million. Miami Heat Arena balks at FTX naming rights, ending 19-year deal early. And so here you can see, here's a picture. I'll make this full screen. FTX plastered all over the front of this thing. And it is no more. And here's somebody named Shiv taking a picture from their condo right by the arena. And they're showing a picture of the FTX logo being removed from it. Take a look at this. From my condo in Miami, they seem to be dismantling the sign on the FTX arena. And that's the one on the roof. They're just taking it down. So happening quickly. Crazy stuff, right, guys? I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon family, Sedan.